Hey guys, I'm Erica from Northern California. If you're going to be towing a trailer with your Jeep Cherokee, then make sure that you have trailer wiring. It's required by law. Let's go ahead and break this down. You will need the tools seen here to complete this installation. Okay, so we're going to be connecting the trailer harness behind each of these taillights on the driver and the passenger side. Now, in order to remove the taillights, we're going to go ahead and we're going to be using a T30 torque screw bit. Now we're going to be removing the taillights. It can be a little tricky sometimes, so I'm going to be using a 2-inch diameter suction cup. All right, now we're going to go ahead and we're going to push down on this tab, and we're going to set the taillight to the side for now. We're going to go ahead and we're going to repeat on the passenger side. Once again, we're going to go ahead and we're going to push down and set that taillight to the side for later. So our next step is going to be to bring the trailer wire up underneath the vehicle, through the fascia, up to the taillight area. I'm going to be doing that by using a fish wire technique. Now we're going to take the T connector with the yellow wire and we're going to tape it around that fish wire that we're using. And then we're going to put it up towards the taillight. Now with the first end of the T connector connected to the vehicle, we're going to go ahead and we're going to plug this into the taillight. All right, so we're going to take the T connector with the green wire and we're going to go over the bumper beam support right here, okay? That's going to let us avoid the exhaust because that tends to get hot and we don't want any wires melted. Now we're taking the connector and we're pulling it through the fascia support. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to bring that connector over the bumper beam. And then we're going to put it up towards the taillight. Back on the driver's side. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to ground that white wire with the provided self-tapping screw. Okay, so now we're in the engine compartment. We're going to go ahead and we're going to take this power line and we're going to feed it all the way along to the back of the vehicle, following the brake lines. The brake lines, they're going to go ahead and they're going to start right here at the brake reservoir. And now we'll feed the wire down. So now that we got the power wire through, we're going to go ahead and we're going to trace that along the brake lines. As you can see, the underbody is covering those, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to lower these. We're going to go ahead and we're going to secure the power line along the brake lines using some zip ties. All right, so we're gonna go up and over this cross member right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take this power wire, and on some hitches you'll find that there's a little hole in the back. Going through that hole is gonna lead you directly to that power converter box. Okay, so now that we have that power cord all the way to the back of the vehicle, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna trim it, because as you can see, it's a little long. So we're going to be connecting the power wire to the module box, and by doing that I'm going to be using a heat shrink butt connector. We're going to go ahead and crimp it. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use a butane torch to shrink the butt connectors. We're gonna go ahead and reinstall all of the bolts that we took off when we lowered the underbody and put that back on. Now that we have that all taken care of, we're gonna go ahead and we are going to take the 4 flat along the same route that we did the T-connector that had the green wire, okay? We're going over the bumper beam to avoid the exhaust, and then behind that bumper fascia. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna secure our 4 flat using this 4 flat mounting bracket, okay? This can be purchased at your closest U-Haul or at uhaul.com. Using the mount as a template, we'll go ahead and we'll drill that second hole. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna tighten that mount using a 3/8 socket. And now we're ready to insert our 4 flat. Now we're back in the engine compartment. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna connect the fuse holder to the battery. I'm gonna use a 10mm socket to go ahead and remove this nut from the battery net. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna connect that to our battery terminal. And we are going to put that nut right back on. Once again, I'm using a 10mm socket. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna tighten that. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna insert the fuse now. I'm gonna take the lid off of the fuse holder. Now we're gonna use a 15-amp fuse. I'm gonna go ahead and insert that. And we'll pop this lid right back on. And then we're just gonna go ahead and clean it up with a couple zip ties. You're powered up and ready to go. Thank you for watching our video. If you have any questions about the products seen in this video, or if you'd like to schedule an installation with a U-Haul professional, visit us online today at uhaulhitches.com.